Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, I thought it would be a great idea to just go over and review some of the most wholesome moments in horror games. Now, I pre-warn you, there is spoilers ahead, but without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Ethen and Rose, Resident Evil 8,
There you go,
The Village. Brilliant game.
Don't you worry.
I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it.
Daddy won't let those weird fairy tale monsters get you.
So that's him putting his newborn down, saying he'll protect her from the monsters. And here, this is the end scene to the game. And Ethen saves Rose in the end, and he lives up to the promise he made her in the beginning of the game, which is he'd protect her from the monsters.
Keep Rose safe. Hey.
Very wholesome. And for context, if people don't understand what's going on, essentially what's happened to Ethen is he's realised he's no longer human, and he stays behind to... Well, he stays behind and sacrifices himself to protect his family, because he realizes he's not human no longer.
Goodbye, Rosemary. Ethen.
This is still Resident Evil 8 The Village, but this is the DLC. And this is Rose all grown up, and she's reunited with her dad, Ethen, in, like, the spirit realm, should we say. This is after the main final boss fight of the DLC. And, yeah, that's them reunited. And something, actually, that I really like is that you never see Ethan's face. Now, I don't know if writers or producers do this intentionally, but it adds a bit of curiosity. You never see the main character's face. They also did it in a game called Outlast, which, if you click this link here, you can go and watch me play it. But yeah, it adds a bit more curiosity, because you never see the main protagonist's face during the game. I think you might briefly see Ethan's from a distance, but that's them reunited, and it's just wholesome because it's just a loving moment between father and daughter.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so very proud of you. I love you, Rose.
I love you too, Dad.
I never got a chance to play the DLC actually, but after watching this, I wish I had. And that's back on normal world, delivering flowers. Jacob's Sacrifice, the Callisto project. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Visually, how fantastic this game looks.
There's just one.
Yeah, this is him sacrificing himself, saving Danny, because he realizes there's only one pod, one little ship to get off where the spaceship that they're on.
I didn't, but I do now. I can't keep running from what I've done.
What are you talking about?
Sorry for everything.
Proper man. But yeah, the ultimate sacrifice. I tell you what, he's got one hell of a beard. I'm a bit jealous. Even when I grow my beard out, it's nowhere near as good as that. And it's the same, some of the same developers from the game Dead Space, and you can probably see that.
That transfer worked both ways. He learned more about me, and I learned more about him. In the chaos of the moment, he had also given me the evidence.
So yeah, the wholesome moment in this is he's done the ultimate sacrifice, hasn't he?
That I could expose the truth.
To save Danny.
Was he trying to make up for the pain he caused? Or just chasing some kind of redemption? Either way, I hope he found some peace.
But that's actually not the most interesting bit. It's this bit that gets me because it's such a dynamic twist. And for a horror game as well, they knew what they were doing.
Jacob.
Probably caught you off guard in the intro.
But I'm going to need your help.
And that is how that game ends. Now, even that, I love the title. You know, I love just how it appears, it fades on the screen, the music. Brilliant. Clementine and Lee, The Walking Dead, a Telltale game. Now, I love this. Now, in this section of the video,
Good daddy.
with the clips of Clementine and Lee, there's not too much horror here. I've purposely just chose some of the just most wholesome parts. There's a few seasons to the game. It's very good. The storytelling's excellent. It's very wholesome moments between them two.
We can hide in my treehouse until then.
It'll be a tough climb with this leg, but that's a good idea.
And they find each other, they get connected, and he takes on the role of being a father figure and he protects
Yes,
her.
please.
Here, Clem, you need something to eat.
Okay.
And
Sunday would be
and I
better.
always like it when there's choices, you know what I mean? There's always, it changes
Be careful.
the direction of the game,
Lucky too.
and they remember certain emotions.
Good luck, so don't
Very good storytelling.
Do you think you're
The Telltale games, they've got a few really good ones actually.
I'd like to someday. Maybe a little girl like you.
That's nice. You
Not many people realise this is a horror game either, but it is The Walking Dead. Obviously it's a Telltale version, but there's a lot of nice wholesome moments.
Hey, girl.
come look. Look what I found.
And you're missing something.
I thought it was gone.
I thought you were gone.
Thank you.
See what I mean? The emotions. Mike actually Chris the Until Dawn. Until Dawn. My opinion, the best storytelling horror game of all time. Now, there will be a link in the top right corner. Go and watch me play it. With that being said, I've purposely put the scene here because this gets overlooked, and it's the wolf. Now, I know he's just been killed there, but you get given two choices to make which affect the butterfly effect. You can escape. After he shoots the lock, you'll see here in a minute. You can choose to barricade the door, or you can choose to do a runner. If you choose to barricade it, which I did in my playthrough, it stops the Wendigo from killing the wolf. And that's wholesome. You know, you've saved the wolf. In fact, one thing, looking back on this game, I wish there was more of, was more screen time with the wolf. I like the direction of both. Mike's my favourite character, but I like the direction of having the wolf and Mike more often in the game series. But this is, when you think of wholesome moments with Until Dawn, most people are always going to refer to this scene with, not necessarily just this scene, but the duo which is Ashley and Chris and their love story. And obviously, that's a really wholesome moment, you know. Takes some, the game ends up obviously a lot of twisted turns and a lot of things go wrong before they actually realise, oh, you know, I love you, no, I love you, kind of thing. But in my playthrough, I didn't exactly choose the best choices and outcome for them two, which upset a lot of people. Now, Joel and Ellie, The Last of Us 1. An absolute masterpiece this game was.
Here, this make you all nostalgic?
And this is a nice scene of them in the car, just, you know, radio on, playing some music, having a laugh because of a funny magazine that they find. It's just a nice little wholesome moment.
Oh, I'm sure your friend will be missing this tonight. It's light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
But same again, Joel takes on the role of a father figure
How the hell would he
and a
even walk
mentor,
around with that thing?
and there's just so many nice little wholesome moments between them.
Fuss is about.
Not to mention Joel
Oh.
lost his
all stuck
daughter in
together?
the beginning of the game. Now, I've put this in on purpose because any scenes with animals is a wholesome moment to me, and it's just a nice touch. Like the wolf in Until Dawn, the same with the giraffe. I love it when they put animals in games, especially, obviously my niche is horror games, but in all games.
Here, come on.
And this is one of my favourite scenes. It doesn't look very wholesome at a glance, but basically Joel goes out of his way and brutally murders everybody in front of him to save Ellie, as Ellie is immune to the zombie virus and she's been bitten. And yeah, he saves her, but I won't spoil that too much. You'll have to go and find out why that's crazy.
Hey, wait.
When you realise the risk reward on what Joel's done, it is pretty insane.
Back in Boston? Back when I was bitten? I wasn't alone.
Yeah, they become best friends, and it's a really nice friendship. And I always like it when
Got bit too.
the same with Lee and Clementine in that Walking Dead Telltale game. They take on the role of being
So,
the father figure and the mentor.
she says... let's
But
just
I must say, I was slightly disappointed in The Last of Us 2 in the beginning.
together.
However, the rest of the game was fantastic.
I'm still
But
waiting for my turn.
there was a certain point
Riley,
where
she was the first to
I
die.
wanted to turn it off and not even bother with it.
And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving.
I hope you like this idea, this approach that I've took to the video. I haven't really seen online or on YouTube anything really to do with like a compilation of most wholesome moments in horror games. It's not necessarily a trending topic either.
About the fireflies is true.
And there's many more. There is many more wholesome moments within horror games, but this is just a select few of my personal favourites.
Okay.
And in there, he's essentially he's lied to protect her there. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the video. Now, if you enjoyed what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, as this helps grow my channel tremendously. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a lovely day. All the best.
Hey, Lee, do you think you'll ever have kids?
I'd like to someday. Maybe a little girl like you.
That's nice. You'd be a good daddy.